Welcome back to the Thread Lace Podcast, hosted by your favorite people, Nate and, of course, Donnie.
What's up? What's up?
And, of course, as you guys see, I've been saying we're going to get a special guest, and finally we have our first special guest. Thank you to Corey. You can introduce yourself, Corey, a little bit about yourself.
What's going on? My name's Corey. I run the Sportzbeast podcast as well. It's pretty much the same thing, sports talk, mainly about football, any type of football too. As you can see, I got the UFL mini rally towel back there. So it's mainly football, but I do dabble in other sports. So YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, stuff like that is where you can find me.
Heck yeah, man. We and Corey met through school when we were both in college for sports broadcasting. You were our valedictorian, weren't you?
I was.
Yes, he was. So we got a guy that knows ball on this podcast. I'm just saying, he knows a little bit of ball. Can't be valedictorian without knowing something. Also, I know a lot of people that watch us are Bengals fans, so y'all can spam in the comments. You see that little towel back there? Yeah, we got a Pittsburgh guy out here, so we got an enemy, but also a ball knower. So hopefully opinions differ, and we can have a fun podcast this week. Let us know in the comments if we should bring Corey back. I'm sure. I think I'm going to be on Corey's podcast at some point too. So make sure y'all get his out. Sportzbeast with a Z, right? Sports with a Z.
Sports with a Z. Yep.
Sportzbeast with a Z. So make sure to go check that out. I'll try to put his links in the description. But yeah, man, we're jumping into this playoff football. Jump right into it. Divisional round of the playoffs. I'm not sure if you did any predictions, Corey, but your boy went 4-0 last week. I think you went 4-0 too, didn't you? We didn't have many differing opinions as of last week, so I think there will be this week, just from the little bit of chatter I've had with Donnie throughout the week. So it'll definitely be exciting, but definitely want to go over each divisional game just because they were all great games, minus maybe the 49ers game. But the number one big one, the Bills and the Broncos. We got some controversial calls. Tom McDermott fired after. We got some coaches getting brought in, some interesting ones like Phillip Rivers. When it comes to that game, what did you see in that game that gave Denver the edge? And, was it a catch? Was it a pick? What do you think, Corey?
For me, from what I saw, it looked like a pick to me. When he flips over, it looks like the ball bobbles, and it's tough to see because he's covering it, but it looked like it bobbled a little, and then it gets taken away. So in my eyes, that was a correct call. I wouldn't have called it differently.
Yeah, I agree. When I first saw it, I'm like, that's a catch. But then after seeing all the X clips, maybe a little bit of Joe Burrow influentialness, after seeing all that, I'm like, it's got to be a pick. The guys on that wasn't saying it was a pick were, the guys that, don't really make those decisions. So, I don't know. Does your opinion differ from that, or?
Everything I've heard, everybody thinks it's a catch. I thought it was a pick myself, but I'm hearing a lot of it was a catch. They got robbed. It was a catch. But
I don't know. It could go either way. I know the Bills owner was pissed off. He said, we know that was a catch in the post-game interview. But yeah, that was kind of a funny portion of that. But the game itself was an amazing game. You could argue that's playoff game of the year. And that wasn't the only reason they lost. Josh Allen at the end of the game, at the end of the fourth quarter, missing Knox wide open for a touchdown. And obviously the 5 turnovers, like Josh said in his emotional post-game, you can't have that in a game. So yeah, that was definitely main takeaways for me. I feel like one less turnover, you might win that game.
Yeah, for sure. At the end of
that's what he said. It's tough.
Yeah,
he's like this at the end of the half.
That right there gave up 3 points.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was stressing watching that. I didn't understand that. He did that in like his first wild card game, I think, of his career. He did like a similar thing.
That seems to be a theme with him, though. Like when the pressure's real big, and he feels like he has to be the superhero to make that play. 8 times out of 10, he causes the Bills to to falter in some way or another, whether he's not making the touchdown on a, I think it was against the Bengals, on a 5-10 yard run, or he's just turning the ball over too much, trying to be the extra player in the game, really.
Yeah, I mean, he is and a lot of people are like, he's the only reason they're there, things like that. I mean, that is true, but I mean, you can't have 4 turnovers in it. When you get there, you can't have 4 turnovers in a game like that. And it wasn't like they were like not his fault. The only one that you could say wasn't his fault would maybe be the Cooks interception, catch, whatever you want to call it. But other than that, I mean, they were pretty bad decisions by him and by the Bills in general. Like, I think I can't remember who was commentating that game, but he even said before they even hiked the ball in that last play, they're like, just take your kneel. Like, what are you going to do in 13 seconds? Go maybe make a field goal in the freezing cold, windy temperatures. There's no reason to risk it. And then next play, here we go. Josh Allen's tossing the ball 10 yards behind him and giving them 3 points. Like, that right there could have won them the game, those 3 points. So definitely aggravating. And then Bo Nix on the kneel down, I believe it was the kneel down.
Yeah.
Breaks his ankle. What are your thoughts on that?
The saddest moment in Broncos fans' history. You're riding a high because you won the game, moving on, and then an hour later you find out your quarterback's not going to be playing in the next one. Tough.
Very tough. Do we believe in Jared Stidham, though? The guy hasn't thrown a ball in 750 days.
No.
No. What about Nick Foles, bro? We don't see a Nick Foles type of vibe.
No.
There's a reason it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
And their quarterback room is just crazy right now. It's like you said, Stidham, Ellinger, and they just signed Ben DiNucci, who used to play in the XFL, who dominated in the XFL. But again, it's alternative football. It's not the NFL.
No, not at all.
They have an uphill battle right there.
Yeah, they definitely do. I've been seeing all like the memes, like the LeBron headphones, 3-1 with Stidham over. Yeah, that'll be.
Hey, if he can pull it off, it'll be a heck of a story. That's for sure.
It definitely will. And we'll jump into that when we talk about that game. Then the 49ers and Seahawks, complete and utter domination throughout the whole game. I mean, the Seahawks show why they are where they are, that defense. What's their nickname? What is it? I don't remember.
Dark Knight?
Boom. Legion of Boom.
Well, that was their old nickname. They're called nickname for the
it's Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. The Dark Knights or whatever they want to
call themselves the Dark Knights.
I never heard that.
Pretty fitting nickname from Saturday night. I'm not going to lie. Do we even think the 49ers had a chance with Kittle, Warner, and Bosa?
I didn't. I think the defense is just too tough. Too tough.
What about you, Corey?
No, it was just a complete shutdown, a lack of even showing up on offense. Couldn't get nothing going on defense. I mean, they might as well not even been there. One person's not going to make that big of a difference. No.
I mean, definitely not. But I feel like, I don't know. I felt like if they had Warner and Bosa, those are 2 best defensive guys, like their captains out there. And then, I mean, on the offensive side, though, I mean, they couldn't really do much. I mean, I wish I had the stats right in front of me, but I believe they had 2 forced fumbles, an interception, like 18 pass breakups or something crazy. I read, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's just absurd. Like, just letting them get that ball. And, a lot of people were worried about Sam Darnold going into the playoffs. I'm one of those guys because we've seen it last year with the Vikings, but does Sam Darnold really make much of a difference with this defense is the big question, honestly.
He's been playing some ball.
So you're saying they can win without this guy?
I'm not a Sam Darnold guy, man. Like, I just don't think he's that good. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't like. What are your thoughts on Sam Darnold? We've went back and forth on this for weeks now. I want to hear your, opinion, your thoughts on Sam Darnold and him being a team to win you a Super Bowl or a quarterback to win you a Super Bowl.
I'm kind of in your camp, Nate. I'm just waiting for that other shoe to drop. We saw it one game earlier in the season, kind of middle of the season, where he just wasn't his I don't want to say his normal self, but it's like he was playing for the Jets again. He was just having a tough time, and I'm just waiting for it to happen again. So I can't ride too high on him.
No, not at all. 4 interceptions in the game that you're talking about, by the way. And you're playing a Rams defense next week that has been pretty solid. And then even if they do make it to that bowl game, it don't matter if they're playing the Patriots or Denver. It's probably going to be the toughest defense he's faced all year.
Mm-hmm.
So those will be the true test. But going into Sunday, Texans versus the Patriots. Honestly, it was surprising, like with how atrocious CJ Stroud played, that they were still in that game for a majority of the game.
Yeah,
that kind of scares me for the Patriots going forward. I'm not sure about you guys, how you guys feel about that.
I mean, Denver's ain't got a quarterback.
Yeah.
The New England's defense is really good. I don't think New England's gonna have a problem in this game. I mean, that's
I agree.
Yeah.
It's I mean, the good thing for Denver is their defense is awesome, and
Right.
they've played awesome all year. But you got to be able to put points on the board, and against the New England defense, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it'll definitely be tough. But
with the quarterback that ain't played all year, I mean,
over 2 years. I mean,
all year. Yeah, I was going to say multiple years.
What's up with CJ Stroud though? Like this dude, after his rookie year, people had him in genuine top 5 conversations, top 10. That's what they did with Jaden Daniels last year too. But the last 2 years, the struggles have been obvious. And then you go against the Patriots, really good defense. I mean, I understand there was no Nico Collins, but I don't think Nico Collins would have made a difference with how terrible his decision making was in that game. Like, what happened to CJ Stroud really is, what's getting to him.
Yeah, I mean, you ever seen Space Jam? Like, that feels like what happened. Like, I don't know why. I had the Texans winning that game.
Really?
Just because of how bad they played against Pittsburgh and still ended up winning that game. Yeah. I didn't think they were going to put up another garbage game like that. So I took the Texans to win. Unfortunately for them, they didn't. But yeah, I mean, you can't play terrible like that and expect to win. Just like the Josh Allen thing. Like, he played worse than Josh Allen did, and you're not going to win games like that.
No, you're not. You're definitely not going to win a Super Bowl like that. That's for sure. And back to the Josh Allen thing. Like, I know there's been some controversy on Twitter from what I've been reading. How do you feel about him being involved in the head coaching search? Like, he's in those meetings. Is that something that, you think more teams with a guy like Josh Allen caliber should continue to have, or if that's something that's, shouldn't be happening?
I would say no. Just kind of let Josh Allen be the quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
And not be part of that front office. I honestly didn't know that was happening. Like, I don't think you should have influence. Yes, you might not like everybody you work with, but you want some kind of camaraderie in the locker room. But I don't think that's how that gets done. Because he's not thinking like a front office. Well, maybe I just talk myself out of it. If he's not thinking like a front office, he's the one out there. He's taking the hits. He's the one losing fumbles and getting picked off. Maybe you should have a little bit more influence.
I mean, he's Josh Allen. I mean, we're not talking about, I don't know, Sam Darnold. But no, literally, like, he's Josh Allen. Some people going into the season, some people still believe he's the best quarterback in the world over Mahomes somehow. But people genuinely believe that. They're like, he's up there in those conversations. And yeah, I guess it makes me wonder, will the Chiefs do the same with Mahomes when Andy decides to retire? Unless Andy's just going to die with Mahomes. I don't know what that will look like. But
I guess that input would be more like, what do you need from us to keep you here? You've been on this team. You've been competitive for a long time. You haven't been able to get over that hump. So what else can we do from a different perspective to possibly make that happen is the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah, true that. But yeah, Denver gets the dub, Seahawks get the dub, Patriots get the dub, and then Rams, Bears. The Bears almost pulled it off again. I mean, what the hell is going on? He's got his opinion. Oh my gosh, bro! When Caleb Williams made that throw, I was freaking. I couldn't even believe it.
It's like, how many times can you get lucky? Like,
and that's a text I get from him.
Yo, I'm honestly glad you said that, and I was going to let you say your piece first. I was thinking the exact same thing. How many times can you throw it up in a season to your receivers and let them do the work, and you're just back at the 40, just Hail Mary every play? And
them doing the work. My guy ran back 40 yards, launched it corner of the end zone. I don't know. I thought the play.
I don't know if there was that much accuracy in that pass. There might have been. I wasn't on the field. I was just watching it from my couch. But he said it before. He just threw it up and let his guy do the work. Obviously, that seemed to be what happened again, and it almost worked out for him.
And another thing was this dude Ben Johnson's supposed to be Mr. Balls. Like, what happened to that? You scored a touchdown there. I was like, we literally texted each other during that game as we weren't together. Texted each other and said, if they score a touchdown, he's going for 2. I was texting my best friend that. I was texting with him that. I'm like, they're going. I posted it on Twitter. I was like, he's gonna go for 2. And then here comes a field goal unit, and I was baffled. I'm like, they're letting this go to overtime and they're letting Stafford control the game.
Dan Campbell would have went for 2.
Yes, he would have. Well, he goes for 4th down the last 2 games. I mean, the last 2 playoff games, the guy is like doesn't punt the ball. Back on 35, going for 4th and 6. What the hell is going on? This is the playoffs, not a regular season game. Dude, that had me baffled, man. Absolutely baffled. I'm happy though that the Rams won because I'm not a Bears guy, but I do love Caleb Williams. I'm a big fan of Caleb Williams. I know I'm in not the what's the word I'm looking for? And I'm in the minority in that sense, I guess you could say. People that really like Caleb Williams, but
which is kind of shocking from what the media like portrays it as. Like everybody else that I talk to is like, I love Caleb Williams. I love how he plays. He's the greatest. He's the next Tom Brady essentially. But I've always been kind of more reserved. Like I don't believe all the media hype most times, and I just sit back and just watch him play ball. Now, granted, he's had an amazing season, but I think he's gotten lucky too.
Yeah, there's
with this dude.
There's a few games that just made me sick. I don't know what to say. Like, just sick to my stomach when and like he makes these throws and everybody's like, oh my god, and then in overtime he throws the pick and he just shows he shows his true self. Like he's not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's great. I'm sorry, I just don't think he's great. I just think he's a quarterback that is average. I'm only putting him in the average until
he's got all the talent in the world. Like all the talent in the world. Like most quarterbacks in that final play, yeah. We can call it a lucky play, right? Obviously, he's throwing it from the 45 and his guy catches it. It's a 1-2% chance to have a play. But the fact that I would argue 90% of quarterbacks in the league, they're looking at Jared Verse and sorry, I'm forgetting his name, but Young right in his face, right in their face when they're 1 yard away. They're folding. It's over. Game over. You lose. This man running 40 yards and I don't know. There's some decisions. I think the main thing with him is decision making. If that's the worst thing about the kid, he'll be he's going to be fine.
He's still young,
in my opinion. But there is some bad decisions. Like on that play to DJ Moore, I think you could argue DJ Moore gave up on the route and didn't run it right. But regardless, he shouldn't have. Why are you throwing it 50 yards out the field when all you need is a field goal? He was just trying to. As you say now, as the people are saying nowadays, he was aura farming right there. I ain't gonna lie. He was trying to get that 60-yard bomb to DJ Moore just for another DJ Moore game-winning touchdown. That's what he wanted.
I mean, obviously, it's
You know that's what he wanted right there, and with him trying to force that did lose him the game. So, and then that's what a lot of people are saying too. Like, he had like 5 picks and 4 touchdowns in the playoffs, and people are, hyping him up as well. So, I mean, I'm kind of in the minority of liking Caleb, but yeah, I don't know. Rams get the dub. Another gritty win from them. They almost got upset by the Panthers, and then here we are against the Bears, almost happening again. But somehow they keep sneaking by. We'll see how y'all feel about that going into the championship games. Championship games, we can start over in the AFC just because I feel like we all have a consensus on who we are going to choose just based on going over the divisional round. And I'm not sure your guys' thoughts on Rams Seahawks, but Patriots versus Denver, Drake May versus Jared Stidham. Oh man, Mike Vrabel versus Sean Payton, 2 great defenses. Denver's probably got the slight edge of defensive side, in my opinion. Going into this game, I'll let y'all start it off on how you think you see this game going. I guess with a backup quarterback that hasn't played in 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. You can go ahead, Corey.
I think it's going to be a little closer than it should be, just kind of feeling each other out. But in the end, that run game for New England is just – it's going to dominate. Like, Denver's not going to be able to put points on the board, like I've said, and then they're just going to pull away with it. It's not going to be, a 10-34 game, but the play will seem as if it's like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're saying it'll be a close game, but it'll seem like New England dominated the whole game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I just can't see New England. Their defense is just. I don't. Stidham's gonna go out there. He's gonna be. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. Only way I see Denver winning this is their defense literally plays the best game they played all year. And without that, I mean, I think New England's going to win by a touchdown or more, honestly. Losing Bo Nix is just like a
gut punch.
It is for the whole team.
That's their guy, man.
For the whole industry. I mean, their whole program is like Bo Nix, Bo Nix, Bo Nix. He loves him, and he's out. I think that's just going to hurt him too much. New England's going to get these guys.
So the thing that scares me about this, I'm not going to lie, like, obviously –
game.
If y'all know from the beginning of the playoffs, my playoff bracket, I had Rams versus Pats in the Super Bowl. This is what I'm nervous about. One, the guy hasn't played in over 2 years. We don't know, one, how good he's going to be. How are the Patriots going to game plan against a guy that has no film? Like, what are they going to do? Watch his college tape? Like, there's no game planning. That is an advantage Denver has. They could come out and use Stidham like they do Bo Nix. We have no idea until the game starts. J.K. Dobbins isn't playing, so you're relying on McLaughlin and Harvey again. And then the main thing that's just shooting at me like a freaking blind eye or whatever the saying is, when you go on Pickett, there is already over $2 million bet on this game. And 94% of the money is on the Patriots money line. And over 70% of the money is on the Patriots in the spread. Now, I don't think sports are rigged whatsoever. I'm in the minority in that. So, in my opinion, for one, they're not going to win in the spread. There's no way Vegas takes that big of an L. Because by the time Sunday comes around, you're going to be looking at over $5 million bet on the game with ease.
Right.
There's no way they take that big of an L. So you're either going to see a Denver upset of the century, or you're going to see the Patriots win and Denver keeps it close and they do cover that spread. I don't know what it'll be. I'm picking the Patriots just because I can't say that Jarrett Stidham is going to win this game because I'm not even going to lie. Like, I can't even tell you where he went to college. So I'm not, I'm not like a Stidham believer. I know somehow people are saying he's not that bad when he legitimately has damn near no tape out there in the NFL. But those are just a couple of things that scare me. One, you can't game plan against the dude. And then two, all the money that's on the Patriots is just like not good for the Patriots. I feel like, like I don't know, but I like I was saying at the beginning of the playoffs, I see this year for Drake May and the Patriots kind of how the Bengals were with Joe Burrow. I'm counting that year they went to the Super Bowl as Joe Burrow's second year because that first year I feel like doesn't count. Like, I mean, he played like 3 games and then broke everything. So so I feel like they're pulling they're underdogs, all season going into the playoffs, they're underdogs, and then bam, they make the Super Bowl, and then inevitably lose, maybe to the same team. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I can't not pick the Patriots either. But I'm just saying those two things scare the hell out of me. I will say that.
The bad thing for New England is that, and I was doing some digging before we got on, is that this is going to be their biggest defensive test. They've had, and I don't care what you see. I just saw somebody said they had the hardest schedule, the road to the playoffs. No, they haven't. They've had a very easy schedule.
They have.
And even in the playoffs, they've had the easiest, which obviously you win more games. That's how you make that happen. But I think this is where it's going to matter, and this is where it's going to come to kind of bite them. But it's kind of hard for me to bet against Vrabel because of how good of a coach he is. So I'm very torn, but I would still take New England.
Yeah, I agree. When speaking on like the best defense they played, like, and that was another thing that you just reminded me of. Drake May, like, as much as I love the dude, he didn't have the best game the last 2 weeks against the Steelers or against the Texans. Now you're playing an even better defense, like you're saying. He's got to step it up. I'm not gonna lie, like he's been doing enough to get by, and people are giving him all the praise, like, oh my gosh, Drake May or whatever. But how much longer can you keep? Are you going to keep that up, throwing, a couple picks and still getting a win because your defense and run, like you said, their run game, Stevenson, Henderson, they're healthy. I don't know, man. Those few things definitely do scare me. He's got to definitely step it up against.
I mean, last week he played Houston. Houston's got one of the best defenses in the league too.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they do.
They do. I think Denver's still better.
It's pretty close.
But that's another thing. Like with all these teams, the number one word that we all keep saying is defense. Like you got to have a good defense. Like you're not going nowhere without a good defense in this league. Just with how good the offenses are nowadays, you got a defense that can stop a good offense. Scary hours. But so we all got the Patriots winning this game. That's where we're going to be moving on to the AFC Championship. Rams versus the Seahawks. Me and Donnie both had Rams versus Seahawks before the playoffs. I don't know. Did you do a playoff bracket, Corey?
I did, yeah. And I had pretty much the same, yeah. Rams and Seattle. I won't go that far back, but yeah.
Hey, you can go back if you want. Hey, you might want to know. You never know. What's your AFC looking like?
I mean, it's essentially the same. The only one I got wrong was AFC was good. The only one that I took and lost on was the Philly game.
Yeah, the only one I've lost on for the whole playoffs currently is the Packers beating the Bears round 1. That's it. My championship games are the same. This guy had the Jags going to the Super Bowl. Trevor Lawrence going to the Super Bowl. I will never let him live that down. I'll never forget that because that's never happening. I don't care who steps in the building. It's not happening. As much as I like Cohen, that's never happening. Anyway, Rams Seahawks, man. I want to let Donnie start this off because first off, he had the Rams winning the Super Bowl before the playoffs. Had them going. Where are you at now?
I'm looking at the Rams played Carolina, barely won. The Rams played Chicago, barely won. And neither one of them defenses touch Seattle's defense. And you look at it before, they got the Rams' number one offense against Seattle's number one defense. What wins championships? Defenses win championships. I'm changing my pick. I have to go with this defense. I just can't go against them. You're gonna see Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl, and there's one thing that Nate is like would never ever predict or see. I mean, I didn't see it coming into this year either. Seattle going this far, but this defense is going to just keep carrying them. They're going to keep carrying them.
Sam Darnold's not going to be in the Super Bowl. Not happening.
It's happening.
There's no world where I see Sam Darnold starting a Super Bowl game. Dude, if I see that, I'm actually going to be genuinely pissed off. Like, genuinely mad. Like, I ain't even, like, I don't know. Call me a hater. Call me whatever you want. The dude is not a Super Bowl quarterback. And if they make it there, well, then my picks change. The Patriots is winning the Super Bowl. Because there is no way in hell that Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Genuinely, he's the only reason that's holding me back. Seahawks did lose Charbonnet, so they lose their 1-2 run game, but it's not like the Rams have the worst pass defense in the league. They're like ranked like 10th or something. So it's not like they're playing a bad defense anyways. And then oh my gosh, bro.
I'm just saying with this defense, Sam Darnold ain't got to throw for 300 yards or 3 touchdowns. He ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, I know. We've seen it. He just skates by, sitting back there doing jack shit.
Okay.
Does nothing every game. Does nothing special. Does nothing every single time he's put to the test. Where the game comes down to him. And I'm telling you, I don't care how good this defense is. There is no way in hell they hold it's going to be like a game like last week versus the 49ers where Purdy can barely get past the damn 50-yard line. I'm a Brock Purdy guy. You know it, and you don't like Purdy. Matthew Stafford is on a whole nother – he's the MVP of the league. He's going to win MVP. He better win MVP. He had the MVP season. It's a whole – there's no way in hell that the Rams offense is going to just let this defense win this game. There's no way. And you got 2 great coaches, but I know Mike McDonald seems like a psycho from the stuff that he says. Like he's like, yeah, I spent 30 minutes with my son this week preparing for this game. Okay, just to lose. Like, you're literally a psycho. like Matthew Stafford is not going to leave it up to, oh, yeah, man, the Seahawks defense really beat us, and Sam Darnold got to throw 140 yards and do nothing else. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm telling you right now, it's not happening. When the game is on the line, it's in Sam Darnold, and he's shaking his feet back there in the pocket like he always does. Him and Jared Goff are like the biggest feet-shaking pocket passers I've ever seen. Neither of them are mobile. Neither of them escape the pocket ever. Sam Darnold's a little bit more mobile than Goff, but for a pocket passer, being that shaky, your footwork, you're not – it's an issue for me. And I see the Rams being able to score against the Seahawks defense. I don't think there's a defense in the league that can make this Rams offense not score. And if they're scoring, that means the Seahawks have to score. Sam Darnold's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more. It's not like they can just depend on, all right, let's bring Sharp in for 4 carries. All right, you need some water. Let's bring in K9. Then we keep flopping back and forth. There is no Sharp no more. I think that's another thing that sets them back detrimentally is you only got K9 in this game. I got the Rams still. Call me a hater. I'm going with I'm telling you, I got the perfect playoff bracket besides the Packers. I'm telling you right now, I got the Rams. Sorry, Corey. I don't know. I just don't see Sam Darnold there. But, yeah, what's up? What you think, bro?
Greatest rant of all time. So, I have Seattle circled. You mentioned one of the greatest games, but I think this is going to be the game of the season. I have a lot of faith in that Rams offense and all of their offensive weapons and Matthew Stafford to shine in those big moments. And I'm like you, I don't hate him as much as you, apparently.
I don't hate him. He's not good.
But I just, like we mentioned before, I just can't put my faith, or my mind doesn't want to put my faith in Sam Darnold and Seattle to kind of take that game over and do what they need to do to win against a team like Los Angeles. So that it's the toughest game of the season to pick for me. However, I do have Seattle circled.
Damn.
I don't want to see it because I like Stafford. but I have to go with my gut.
Hey man, go with the loser pick. It's fine.
And
Stafford's likable.
If Seattle makes it through, they're definitely winning the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, that jersey bet should have been for a Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah.
If the Seahawks win, I'm taking them Monday morning to go get the Saints logo in his head just to bring some joy to myself, because I'm gonna be so. And what's so crazy is I don't know if this is happening in Pittsburgh, but Saturday around afternoon here, and then all the way through Sunday night, we're supposed to get like this crazy snow blizzard of like they're talking a whole foot of snow. So we're not even going to be able to watch the games together. Typically, especially games like this, we would watch them together. So I'll be laying in my bed watching this game, and I'm just going to have to hear text messages if something goes. And he's going to be hearing it from me every touchdown pass. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Every touchdown pass. You think there's going to be that many touchdown passes because Seattle's defense? No.
3.
Oh, hell no.
All right, listen, I know their defense is really good, and I'm not saying the Rams are going to dominate either. I don't want anyone to think that. Like, I'm not hating that bad. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to come down to the end, but that's what I'm saying. When it comes down to the end, I don't think Sam Darnold is going to be able to put the team on his back. Like, he's going to – I feel like the Seahawks, and like you said, the one thing holding you back from not just saying Seahawks are definitely winning this game is the quarterback.
Yeah.
If there's a situation where the Rams take the lead, 27, 24, or 23, we'll do 23. They need a touchdown. Field goal is not going to cut it. They got a 2-minute drill. Do either of you trust Sam Darnold to do that 2-minute drill and win them that game? Just a hypothetical, fun hypothetical. Because
could I see it happening? Yeah, but would I see it more on the side of if the Rams needed to do it? I would hedge my bet on Stafford and Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, like
number one defense, the best defense since the Legion of Boom, is what they're saying. And if you put it back in that hypothetical for me, there's 2 minutes on the line. Rams need a touchdown, playing the best defense in the last 10 years is what literally damn near everyone's saying. Do I trust them to go down and score and win the game? I do. If you flip it and the Rams have, I think like the 10th or 11th ranked defense in the league going against the Seahawks offense, I don't think Sam Darnold makes that game-winning drive. And I think this game's going to come down to that. I do. I think it's going to come down to the wire. It's not going to be a blowout from either team. Like you said, game of the year type of game. I mean, you're going to see football masterminds going at it for one. Mike McDonald's a psycho, and so is Sean McVay. It looks like he's coked out every game. Like these dudes, I mean, literally look at him on the sideline. He's walking around. He's like, don't matter what the temperature is. He's still got his like skin tight long sleeve on, no hat, no jacket. just looking like a freaking psycho out there. And then Mike McDonald's talking about he's not even seeing his son. He wants to win so bad. So we're seeing masterminds going against each other. That's for sure. But when it comes to a football standpoint, I think Stafford knows this is probably his last chance. He's got Devontae on the team. Puka's going to be Puka for a while as long as he gets a quarterback like Stafford throwing him the ball 30 times a game. But you got a Puka, you got a Devontae, you got Perkinson, as I like to call him, because he just randomly looks like he just freaking did a perk or something on the field. Higbee, Kyron, Corum. I mean, he knows this is probably his last run for a Super Bowl, and I'm just betting on that. I'm going to bet on that. So y'all can have the Seahawks. We'll see how it goes. I'll get flamed by everyone if the Rams do lose, and I am for it. So let me hear it. But, let's say hypothetically, just because you're on a podcast this week, I definitely want to do more with you. I feel like it's been a great vibe so far. Just because you're on the podcast this week, in your hypothetical Super Bowl, I'll let you break that down. You got Seahawks, Patriots. I know you already said who you got winning. Would you see a close game in that game? Or what would you see that happening if that hypothetical does happen?
Seahawks, Patriots. If it goes out, if they both get in, like I have them in,
Yeah.
I think Seattle kind of runs away with it a little more. Two scores, maybe.
Wow.
I don't.
A domination.
I hate saying everything is going to be a complete blowout, but
Yeah.
They're still professionals on both sides. So
yeah, I mean they are, but they were professionals on both sides last year when the Eagles were. And I think every NFL fan, other than the Chiefs, was just like so happy to see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, no one likes a blowout in the Super Bowl, but like when it was a blowout against Mahomes and them, I think a lot of fans are happy. I don't know about you. You're a Steelers fan, so it's different. You're not a Bengals fan. You're not like the Burrow versus Mahomes.
Yeah.
Arc or whatever.
I don't really have any hate for the guy. Like I want to see them win, and I wanted to see them win over the Eagles. Even like
really,
I think I have more hate over the Eagles than I do for most other teams. I'm not going to say all because I am in the AFC North, and I hate Cleveland the most. But
that's
if
crazy.
there's a second, it's Sirianni and the Eagles.
Why do you wait? I'm just curious.
Ooh, I like that.
Why the Eagles so bad? Why do you not like the Eagles? Is it the tush put? Like what?
Nah, I mean that's stupid, but I mean, I don't like the cockiness, whether it's from a coach, whether it's from a player. I hated Baker Mayfield when he was in Cleveland until his third year in Cleveland, when he became more calm and he wasn't like I'm changing the franchise. When you see Sirianni win a game, it could be against a high school football team, and he's yelling at fans, and just I'm not about that. I love Nick Chubb. He goes in, does his work. You never hear from him until the next game when he shows what he can do on the field. I just never been I'm cocky and I'll explain it to anybody. I just want to see you put in work and then see you win. He rubs me the wrong way.
I think you kind of seen that this year though. Like I'm an Eagles guy. I love Jalen Hurts. Fantasy. I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy, but I mean, you've seen that this year. It was obvious. Like they dominated the Super Bowl last year. They come into the season, I felt like thinking no team's better than us. And if you look at their roster, you would think that they're the best team in football. But that was their issue. I feel like honestly,
their defense came in looking good. I mean, they had all these weapons on offense,
and then I feel like there was no game plan like at all. And they were just like, we're the best team, we'll win games. And I think they did bring that cockiness that you were talking about, especially this season. I think this season more than any season. Just like, I don't know, like when they lost the game, like, oh, it'll be all right. We're still going to make the playoffs. We're still going to run the table. And then, I mean, it didn't happen. 49ers came in with a better game plan, that's for sure. Because looking at that game, the Eagles shouldn't have lost. But I picked the 49ers because I felt the same way that you did was, I just feel like they're not going to be as prepared. Like Eagles, who they got back there? Who they throwing to? Jawan Jennings. You know what I mean? I feel like that's genuinely their mindset going into the game. Like, yeah, we're the shit and you guys aren't. And, I think that's what ultimately led to their demise. But that's crazy that's like your least liked team outside of AFC North teams. That's wild.
Yeah, it's just like you mentioned. Like, I think he looks at stat sheets and is like, yep, we're better, so we're going to win this game. Yeah. And that's not how it goes. No. I don't care what team you are. That's not how it happens. Nope.
You never seen the Patriots back in the day think that after all their Super Bowls. That's for sure. They always played like they, were not the better team. And, ultimately we seen where that led for them. But, yeah, man, I appreciate you for coming on. I know y'all typically we do a parlay of the week. We're going to skip out on it this week, but I'll throw some stuff I like. Matthew Stafford, 2 pass touchdowns. And then
don't do that.
I like Stafford 2 pass touchdowns. I don't even have none of these written down just off the top of my head. I love Stafford 2 pass touchdowns. I don't think anyone – because, I mean, if you look at earlier in the season – hold on, because this is a divisional game just before we head out of here. They played twice, and both times it was a 1-point game. I mean, it's going to come down to the wire. And but yeah, I think Stafford throws a couple tuds, and I think you see a great game. That's probably one of my favorite picks over the weekend because I think a lot of people are going to be going against it. I also like Jarrett Stidham to throw a touchdown. I know it's crazy, but the odds are really good, and I think that they're going to get in the end zone, and I don't think that I trust. I think the Patriots game plan going into the game is going to be, let's make sure we stop their run and make Stidham win this game. Make the backup win the game. And I think that he'll get an opportunity to throw a touchdown. I don't really trust RJ Harvey or Jaleel McLaughlin. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't. And I think he'll throw one. So I do like those two picks just off the top of my head. But, yeah, no parlays of the week this week. You heard it here. Corey's got the Seahawks and Pats.
I don't like neither one of them picks. Sorry. Stidham will not throw a touchdown.
We'll see. Donnie's got the Seahawks and the Patriots as well as Corey, and I got the Rams and the Patriots. We'll see, man. I'm going for the perfect bracket minus a game. So I think that some of my bias falls into that, just wanting to have that. Because I did it with the NBA in 2022, I think. And it just, man, it feels so damn good when you just get every game right besides one game by, like, the last second, which would happen in the NBA playoffs. So I think I'm still going to be rocking with that. But yeah, man, make sure y'all check out Corey on all socials. You want to say those again real quick before we hop off?
Yep. It's Sportzbeast, sports with a Z, because I feel that old. Sportzbeast on pretty much all platforms. It's Facebook, mainly Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. But pretty much any platform I've got it, I'm on there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to spam his comments, Houday. And you want to spam his comments, find a quarterback, anything you want to do. You wish you had Joe Burrow, whatever you want to send. You know what I'm saying? As long as you hit the follow button, he won't care. So yeah, make sure y'all go follow him. Corey, first time, you're the first guest on the show. So hopefully this will lead to more guests, and we'll have you back on here. We can talk about that after, and definitely go check out his podcast too. He's starting his podcast back up, Sportzbeast. That'll be on YouTube, right? Is that kind of like how we do it?
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, just videos on YouTube and then clips everywhere else, pretty much.
Like, yeah, and I'll be featured on that in the near future. I'll post about that. Y'all know my at Nate's Takes on all social medias. I'll post about it on X and all that whenever I will be on Corey's podcast, and I'll be sharing his podcast as well. So yeah, man, I appreciate you, Corey, for being on. Typically we yell Houday as we exit. I'm not going to make you do that. But
I won't.
Yeah, man, hit the like on the video, comment what y'all think, who's winning the championships, your favorite pick since we didn't do the parlays of the week. I promise y'all I've gotten multiple messages. People are really looking forward to the Saints logo in your head. So I promise we'll get it as soon as we can. I mean, there's really no excuse, honestly, but we just really haven't got around to it. So again, appreciate y'all. Like button, subscribe button, go follow Corey at Sportzbeast with a Z. And yeah, man, a little bit of a different intro. Until next time, see y'all next week when we find out who's playing in the Super Bowl. Peace.
See ya.